The mingling scents of sweet cinnamon churros and savory spices wafting from the restaurant storefronts caught a little girl's attention. Her young mother carried her on her hip as they walked down the sidewalk in the City Heights neighborhood of San Diego. Only 4, the girl didn't understand the significance of living in a neighborhood bustling with culture and immigrants coming from all over, places like Vietnam, China, Mexico, Somalia, and Ethiopia. The diversity of people, language, and culture was lively and infectious. Suddenly, all the wonder and curiosity went out in the little girl's eyes as a woman with silver white hair and a scrunched up, angry face approached her and her mother. She was yelling with a loud, shrill voice, outraged at what she was seeing. How dare you carry that child so comfortably? You people all think you can come here, take over, and walk around like you own the place? Don't think you can bring your sick religion to this country. And for God's sake, take that horrendous towel off your head. As the woman continues to berate and harass her mother, the little girl looks up to see her mom, silent, frightened, with droplets of tears streaming down her face. The little girl tries to hold her mom tighter, as if her little arms could shield them from the hateful words the woman was hurling at them. When I think back to that moment and try to put myself in my mother's place that day, I can only imagine what my response would have been. I mean, I like to think of myself as a peaceful, anti-violence believer, but when I tell you, I would have some choice 4 to 5 letter words for her. Who the hell do you think you are to tell me who and what I can hold? If your ignorance is showing, please cover me up. But then I think to myself, I have experienced the glaring, disapproving eyes of someone who doesn't agree with my choice to wear a hijab, which is a form of religious expression granted to me by the very United States. I felt that lump in my throat of hesitation and fear that this person might hate me or what I stand for enough to approach me or even attack me for it. I felt that following wave of anger that I even have to have that burning fear in the first place. But as I get older, I begin to understand my mom's reaction. Because in that instant, you have no idea if your response will only infuriate them more and put you in more danger than you already are. How can you fight against something that has no logic? Both my mother and father fled their home country 29 years ago, during a time when the Oromo ethnic group were persecuted by the government because they were fighting the erasure of their language and culture and the pillaging of their land and people. My parents lived in the Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya for 3 years, praying for the opportunity to settle in the United States. My mother would tell me stories about how little they had, how unsafe she felt, and how their only dreams were of getting out and building a new life somewhere, anywhere safe. My parents passed time in the refugee camps having conversations with other refugees about how amazing their life was going to be when they finally arrived in America. That blessed day they prayed for finally came, only for them to realize that not only would adjusting to this new life in a new country be extremely difficult, but there was a population of American people that didn't want them here. As African immigrants in America, I witnessed my parents juggle multiple jobs, struggle to keep food on the table while trying to learn the language and culture of a new country. They would encounter obstacles and barriers at every turn, but no obstacle could withstand the sheer strength and willpower which lives within my parents. It is because of that will and fight in my parents that I am a first-generation college graduate with current aspirations of a graduate degree. I distinctly understand how privileged I am to have even been given this opportunity, because my parents' story could have easily been my own. It is because of this that I believe that I must use the opportunities that I have been given to give back to others, to make a difference serving underrepresented communities, to use the voice and fight that my parents instilled in me to speak out, because I can, because this is what my parents fought for me to do. I am a Black woman, a daughter of African immigrants, Muslim. American. It is hard not to feel like I am not welcome in the country that I was born, raised in, and call my home. Living in fear every day is not a life to live. These are the words of a young Congolese man named Jacob. I met him while volunteering at a refugee center in South Africa. Jacob's journey was riddled with pain and loss, and the despair in his young voice as he told me his story weighed on my heart for a long time. Still does, if I'm honest. How can a country whose most famous monument says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free," also be a country with such loathing for those same poor, huddled masses? If this story touches you in a tender place, I need you to stand with me. I need you to stand up when you witness hatred firsthand. I need you to help when you have a helping hand to give. I need you to speak up when the vulnerable are voiceless. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank you.
Yes.